Was it written in the stars? Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the birth chart of Nancy Guthrie, who was abducted February 1st, 2026. When a birth time isn't available, I work with the solar chart method, casting the chart for noon at the place of birth and place the sun on the ascendant. This allows me to analyze planetary placements by sign and house while acknowledging that the moon's exact position may vary up to 6 degrees on one side or the other of the noon placement. Nancy has her sun in Aquarius, placing her identity within themes of independence, uniqueness, and detachment, but also within collective or public circumstances. Her moon is in Gemini, though the exact degree is unknown. Even so, this points to a quick, perceptive, emotional nature, highly aware of her surroundings and mentally responsive. She also has Mercury in Aquarius, reinforcing a sharp analytical mind and a tendency to think outside the box. Venus is retrograde in Aquarius and suggests complex relationship patterns and a more internalized expression of affection and connection. Her Mars is in Taurus, and it forms a square to her Sun, introducing tension between her will and external pressures. This can indicate resistance, endurance, and situations where force meets immovability. Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini and amplifies mental activity and perception, while Saturn in Taurus, conjunct Uranus, creates a powerful combination of restriction, disruption, particularly around stability and the physical environment. This conjunction also squares her Mercury, linking stress and pressure directly to communication and awareness. Neptune is retrograde at 29 degrees of Virgo and sits at a critical degree, often associated with disillusion, confusion, or hidden elements, while Pluto in Leo directly opposes her Sun. The Sun-Pluto opposition is key. It speaks to themes of power, control, and intense external forces setting upon her core identity. Within Nancy Guthrie's natal chart, there's a significant configuration called a fixed T-square. This involves her Aquarian Sun on the ascendant, which represents Nancy's life force. Her Leo Pluto is in opposition to her Sun, conjunct the seventh house of open enemies. Both are squaring her Mars in Taurus, the apex of the configuration. This is where the planetary energy is most acutely felt, and Mars is conjunct the fourth house cusp of home and family, all locked into a pattern of tension. When we step back and look at this chart as a whole, we're looking at patterns involving hidden elements, pressure, and transformation. And this chart becomes the foundation for everything that follows. Because next, we're not just looking at who Nancy Guthrie was, we're looking at timing. We'll be moving into the bi-will charts, comparing Nancy's birth chart with dates that a suspect was reportedly seen on her property prior to her abduction. Because in astrology, it's never about just one moment. It's the pattern that reveals the story. So the question becomes, was it written in the stars?